What is up, Freddy fanatics? It is Ashrock back with another review. This is going to be on the 30th anniversary Ultimate Freddy, A Nightmare on Elm Street by NECA Toys review. Let's look at the packaging super quick. So here is the packaging of the figure. As you can see, the front is very, very unique packaging by NECA. NECA always does, I think, a pretty good job, especially when it comes to these anniversary figures and some of the re-releases of the famous 80s video games. The Nintendo video games have similar type packaging. Here is the artwork on the front, which is basically the Nightmare on Elm Street original artwork from the movie. Very, very neat. On the side, as you can see, it says 30th Anniversary Ultimate Freddy, A Nightmare on Elm Street, NECA Real Toys, right at the bottom there, real. Here's the back of the packaging, again, very unique, showcasing the different heads and accessories that this figure comes with, which is really, really cool. And if you zoom in, you can see the bio right there. You guys can pause and read if you'd like. And we're back on the front. So on the front here, you can see, you just open it up. It's got a simple little Velcro piece on each side that attaches. And there's your figure right inside there. And over here, it's showcasing the figure again. That is not artwork. That is the actual figure with the knee articulation. So, but a lot of different heads. You got 1, 2, 3 different heads here. You got the hat separate. Another hand here, which is the hand that where he chops off and the green blood comes spewing out. And then it's got the phone, which I'll detail more in this review. Let's move on. And there you have it. So as you can see, the packaging, very, very unique. A lot of accessories. He's got 3 different heads. We love head, don't we, guys? Gentlemen, I love me some fucking head. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about these heads, you pervs. The head that I'm sporting on him right now is not the head that it comes with originally. In terms of like right out of the packaging, I did replace it. Just a quick tidbit for you guys: when you are putting and removing the head and placing the new head on, be very, very careful. It does get a little tricky. So maybe what I did was I actually warmed up this a little bit with a blow dryer, and it placed in there a lot easier. So you know, don't want you breaking off your head. You're gonna need your head in life, guys. You're gonna need it. I don't know if I was talking about the figure, if I was talking about my penis. I really don't know anymore. But anyways, it's about time. NECA gave us a well-articulated action figure of Freddy. Now, over the years, the one thing NECA has always been good on is sculpts and paint applications. Absolutely phenomenal. As collectors, however, we do want some more articulation in our figures, and they did finally nail it here. Nothing wrong with all the other Freddys that have come out and the Jason figures over the years that have come out. But the lackluster and articulation is kind of something that's always been hindered. Now I did review the Jason figure that came out a little bit over a year ago that had the better articulation with the legs and the upper thigh and stuff like that. And this guy sports that same feature, which is really, really cool to see. So we'll start off obviously first with paint applications. So again, the head I got on here is I did remove the other head and put on the grinning look just because I like that face a lot more. This is the original head that it comes with. As you can see, that the paint applications are absolutely beautiful on this thing. So well detailed. So just the craftsmanship that goes into NECA's work is absolutely phenomenal, and this is just absolutely beautiful. Here is the other head he comes with. This one here has got the skin peeled back, so you can kind of exposing the skull and whatnot, so the nose is missing, and just an ugly son of a bitch. Ladies, imagine waking up next to that, huh? And then it does have this little mask thing that he wears in the movie as well. Very, very creepy. Now, this is really difficult to put on this particular head. With the grinning head. Don't know why. It's a little more difficult to put on that one. It does, however, fit perfectly snug on this. You can see the hole right there, and then you just kind of place it in the hole, and it sits on there just right. So for this one here, it sits a lot better than the grinning one. Not sure why. Maybe because the head, the nose might be shaped a little differently. Not entirely sure, but I was having a hard time doing it there. And more paint applications, so you can see here, this is one of the removable hands. This is where he chops off his finger, and the green blood starts to squirt out. He kind of does I think it was like a comical thing, like, oh, look at me. And so very, very well detailed, very cool there. And then he also comes with this little phone that has the tongue hanging out of it. You guys remember that when she was talking, and all of a sudden it was like, blah, 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 blah. So that's pretty creepy. But all of this stuff comes with him. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, the figure himself, so well detailed. The hat does come off. It is a removable hat. Pretty simple, black with a little bit of wash here and there. So, very, very nice hat. It sits on him very, very well as well. And it's like that soft plastic, so it's not nothing tough or hard. And then the figure himself, as you can see, is sporting his famous red sweater with the stripes across. Very, very well done by NECA. Also, something you'll notice too, and again, there goes a little craftsmanship, is how the sweater's kind of riding up, okay? I'm guessing because of the glove hand. Maybe he, you know, he's got it pressed up against it or something, or he puts his hand up and the sweater naturally comes up, you know what I mean? As it would, you know, if you guys are wearing a sweater, if you're wearing some kind of shirt, if you put your arm up naturally, the side's going to raise up. So this is the type of detail that a collector would really notice, and I definitely notice, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. But you know, this head is about the same as the other ones. Obviously with the grin, I just like this one a lot more. It's so much more creepier, and you know, he's kind of like in attack mode there. And then the pants, very similar to the hat, just that simple black wash across, and very, very simplistic. And then the shoes are just this plain black, no shininess or anything like that, no super detail there. But and then we get to the famous glove. So the glove is absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at that. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous looking glove, man. In my opinion, nailed it. I mean, NECA, I don't know, man. For paint applications, I'm giving this guy a perfect score, a 10 out of 10. I can't find I can't find anything wrong with it. It is so well done in terms of paint applications. Articulation. So over the years, like I said earlier in the review, we've had some lackluster articulated figures when it comes to Freddy, but here they've finally given us something really, really cool and to be proud of. He's got a hinge on the shoulder, no upper bicep. He's got a single jointed elbow. It also rotates at the elbow, rotates at the wrist. Does move up and down slightly at the wrist, okay? Very, very little. His head is on a ball joint. So just simple movement up and down. So nothing super crazy. If there was a hinge there, it would have been a little nicer, but not a big deal. He's got waist articulation, same articulation on this side of the hand. You can see that in the glove, he's got that movement, that up and down movement, which is kind of cool to see. Waist articulation, he's got the upper thigh on a ball joint hinge, which is really, really cool to see. He's got single jointed knees. Now, it is not, you know, when it's single jointed, you're not going to get that crazy, crazy articulation, but it beats what they've given us over the years, I think, in terms of articulation there. And then he's got the foot articulation, rotates all the way around and up and down, very, very little. So to some people, you might be thinking, like some of you that are like into the super duper crazy articulation, you're like, well, he's not that articulated. As compared to what we've had in the past, this is absolutely phenomenal. I think this is a beautifully well done, well sculpted figure. You know, when you're talking about articulation, not just talking about articulation, but you're talking about sculpt and the way the figure looks, and this is absolutely beautiful. So to have him have that limited articulation is still better than what they had before, I think. So for articulation, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I think it's a great job. It's a definite improvement over the years of what we've seen. Final score on this bad boy, I'm going to give him, and this is what I think, this is a perfect figure. It is getting a 10 out of 10. This is an absolute classic figure. Anybody that collects action figures, if you are into any kind of action figures or appreciation of figures, this needs to be in your collection. Hands down, needs to be in your collection. Now, what was really cool is a couple weeks ago, somebody put up on one of our pages on Facebook, the Toy Hauling Goons page. Big ups to all the administrators and all the people on the page that keep it live. But somebody put up a post about an eBay link that was selling these directly from NECA. It was a pre-order sale by NECA. It was going for $20, I believe, or it was like $22 plus like $6 and something for shipping. So long story short, I got this for 28 bucks. In stores, I believe this is going to, you know, MSRP is probably going to be $20 or $25 easily. So instead of traveling around to different Toys R Us's around the Chicagoland area, I just said, fuck it, I'm pulling the trigger. So for $28 shipped, was not a bad deal. I highly recommend it. This will more than likely be in my top 10 of 2014 action figures. I'm not even kidding. This is, I think, going to be a slept-on figure for a while until people actually realize it. Maybe after seeing my awesome review, they'll realize how great of a figure this is. If not, like I said, you need to have this in your collection. Absolutely classic NECA. You nailed it. from articulation, improving the articulation to the paint applications and the different, just the possibilities of all these different heads and stuff like that. It's just so much, he has such a great replay value and so much of that fun factor, as my man JR Nightmare would say. So I highly recommend it. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else I could really, there's no negatives about this figure. The price was right. Everything was right, man. So again, get it. Go buy it. Trust your boy. All right? Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, remember to laugh every day. I'll talk to you guys next time. Deuces.